Hello.
Oh, hello, Karin. Nice to be here.
Hi,
Hello,
Eric.
come
Thanks for
on.
having me.
Come Hi.
Lovely
Now we go to
place.
the train, so.
Okay. Lovely. What a nice, spacious place you
Yeah,
have.
that's my jungle.
Very nice jungle.
I love my plant. And that's the train, so.
Lovely. Oh, very spacious too. All right. Okay. Let's prepare for the interview now.
Yes.
Um, let me. Okay, there we are. It's recording. Okay, Eric. Thanks for having me again.
Yes, thank you.
I'm curious about. I hope I don't kill
No,
anybody
no,
here.
plants,
Your plants.
they are loving you.
Okay, I hope so. I'll treat them carefully. I'm curious about your history with tango. How did you get into the tango world, universe?
Yes. My history, I think my whole life I had a feeling in me that I want to do something what is tango, but I did not know that tango is still present for me. Just as I was married with my second wife, she was a very good tango dancer. She showed me tango, and then I saw for this first for the beginning for the first classes, I feel, oh wow, that's what I was looking for, it was in me, but it was never alive.
Wow.
Yes, and then it starts hard work sometimes.
Lovely. So it was your partner who introduced you to this
Yes,
universe?
she showed me there is a tango world. And she took me with her in Milonga, and I saw the dancers. But I started a month later. It was a certain interesting situation because my relationship was a bit with my former second wife was a bit stuck somewhere in a quiet situation, and then I decided that in the same street I was living there was a position I could see through a window there are dancers. Yes, and I thought, okay, now is the time. I go in.
How interesting.
I want to see it. And I go in and I ask, how can I train? How can I dance this? And the point was, they did not, they, they did nothing that I can try immediately. They just said, oh yes, we know a tango teacher lady. They can do this. There's a regular class every week. And they gave me a visit card and said, okay, I should go in.
Okay, I'll give you a fan now. It's a bit. Yes. um, it's interesting that your partner took you to tango, your first tango lesson. How do you see tango and relationships in couples? I mean, with partners for life. Um, what's the role of tango? I ask this to some people.
Yes,
when they mention partners.
that's a very interesting question. But for me, it's not the relationship per se the thing. I think the thing is that with tango you have other person with you, and then you create something new, something interesting, beautiful moments. And in this time, you have the chance to do this during the tango. There happen so many things, and these things are, of course, they are related. They have an influence to the partnership. If you have a partnership, or if you have that gives a certain input to this relationship. And that can help you that this relationship grows or becomes clearer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the point. But that is just a reaction of what you do. So doing is having a own dialogue during the dancing with yourself, have a dialogue with your partner, and both of them have a dialogue with music. There are many different dialogues, you know.
Yes.
and all these are sources to give this beautiful moment. So I think as I become a more experienced dancer, but you learn every time. You cannot stop learning. So if you think you're a good dancer, you learn every time.
Right.
And yes, and every moment you have the chance to dance, you will see something new if you're open enough. That's always a learning point, that you let as much as possible go, that you will not have expectation. If you have expectation, that's my experience. If I have expectation, oh, that's a nice lady, I want to dance with her, that would be possible. This could be very hard. So maybe you have not a nice experience.
Okay.
Better is you just do it by the way. I love to go in connection just because it is possible now.
Right, right.
And that creates nice moments.
Yeah. Flow. You flow.
Yeah, flow.
What about your approach to the sessions, your approach to the lessons? How do you build them? How do you create them? How do you craft them?
I worked for many years in classes. So I learned for myself many years, very hard, in classes and private trainings, and also international in different places during marathons, festivals, whatever. So I learned myself continuously.
Yes.
And then the biggest event, of course, was in Buenos Aires. It was 5 years ago, a long time in Buenos Aires, then had a break, and then I was in Buenos Aires again. And there I got so many basic inputs that I saw, okay, now I have a certain level, and I saw I could give that to other person again.
Nice.
I feel
Nice,
that.
yes.
So, and after I got in pension, so now I'm nearly 2 years in pension, I have the possibility, I have time, I have resources, and I say, I feel, okay, now I try it. And a friend of mine helped me to making an internet site. And on this internet site, so I present me as Tango trainer.
What's the name of the site?
This is Erich line Tango focusing.at. Focusing because I have a second one. I have Tango and I have focusing, and both of them are beautiful and give you nice life steps, life information, so maybe it is too long now if I explain focusing, but focusing has also his own dialogue, not this, you can physical contact, you can have physical contact, but normally we make it as dialogue together, one makes the process, the other helps you with the dialogue, and in the end we receive the same resource inside.
What do you mean?
When you are dancing, I told you before, I think it's very important that you see inside you and your body and your thoughts are have
Aligned.
this dialogue. Yeah, you have the dialogue. The same as the focusing. It's a different tool, but it's the same source.
Okay.
And this source,
Yes.
we try to give it out and help to have beautiful moments in their life.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's different ways, but the same.
You connect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's different ways, but the same.
You connect. You connect
Exactly.
with the same
Exactly.
sense. Yes.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
the essence of the home body, or honoring what's in your body and your soul, and tapping up with that.
Yes,
that's inside.
yes. That's this wisdom inside your body, you know.
Beautiful.
But it's not always possible to have contact with this. And if dancing tango and focusing, that's my idea, is a good possibility to have this contact.
Lovely. What about the people the students you train? What brings them to you? Is it because they want to improve their technicalities?
Yes,
Is it because they are maybe shy to go to milongas? That was my experience in my first steps. I was very, very shy to go to milongas on my own, even though porteños do it all the time, but I don't know, what's it like here?
Yeah, this is a big idea. I saw it, that there's a gap for some ladies, that they have first experience, they know the dance, but there's something in their movements, in their technique, that doesn't help to have this nice, beautiful tango. So, and I saw if I give a bit of feedback, a bit of training, and work on these specific things I feel in the moment, then they are got more free, much freer to dance. And the thing is, if the ladies have more freedom, more happiness, then the men have it too. And that's like a circle goes up.
Absolutely,
So,
it nurtures a virtuous circle.
Yes, and it is so interesting. I love it when I can help ladies to get these things, that they are more free, more happiness to the freely, more happier to the milonga, and enjoy the dance. I have a lot of ladies, they do this with me, they come to me and I train them, and they love when they go to the milongas and they are dancing.
You're a proud teacher, proud trainer. That's lovely.
And sometimes it's very small adjustment, but the adjustments are very important. And when they are coming in, I dance a bit, and I feel it. So, and I work on that, what I feel.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I know, because I know you, of course, that Eric is a tarot reader. So I will invite him to read one arcana for me.
Yeah.
So I will stop now, pause it, and bring the deck. All right. So what's your story with tarot and card reading?
Card reading, like with more cards, or tarot is my youngest and newest interest, and it's related in the similar way, like tango and focusing.
Absolutely.
If you have a card in front of you and you have a good card reader, this card reader gives you a picture, gives you information that you can start your dialogue again, and you will find new information. So, and we try it now, so that's a beautiful tarot card.
Yes.
And we make one card for the day.
Okay.
And
like a message.
Like a message for the day.
Right.
You will draw it, and I give you information what I feel with the card, and maybe it gives resonance in your body, in your mind.
Okay. When you read, do you sense info in your body? Are there any, because it is also my case, I sometimes sense info, heat, cold,
Yes, okay.
or certain areas of the body that get activated or more present.
We've used the cards. We have a wide energy. We are connected with the cosmos, with the earth. We are together. So like it, I think normally I have the experience that we have always the right cards. The cards say what happens now. And
Let's see
now
what they say.
take with the left hand one card.
This one.
Okay. Oh, this is the Barsch der Kelche, or means the Bube der Kelche.
What's that in English? Page of
Cups. Yes.
Page of Cups.
Page of Cups. Cups is like emotion. Water holds. It holds your feeling inside you in your cups. And the beige stands for a chance outside. So maybe today there will be something gives you from outside a good feeling, an emotion, what creates a special thing in your day. And yes, what can I say more?
That's lovely. That's lovely. It's a very
Yes.
positive
I
message.
think you have the chance that you have a beautiful feeling for your day, what you are not expecting. It's a big chance, yes.
That's lovely. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. And it's been a pleasure. Dankeschön.
Bitteschön.